It's no secret that you teachers face many challenges when you walk into your classroom each day. You've got 6 hours to fit in math, science, social studies, reading, writing, grammar, and spelling. You must meet each student at his or her level and help them grow from there. You help them feel valued, successful, and encouraged so they want to try harder and learn more. You're fostering a lifelong love of learning. Teaching is the most rewarding but most exhausting profession out there. You people are entertainers, counselors, detectives, comedians, managers, and decorators. Each year, teachers are being asked to do more with less. We've had to increase class size, which means that you have less time to work one-on-one with your students. Sometimes it's hard to know if everyone is getting it. Teachers, how do you know if your students understand what you're teaching them? Do you ask questions? Maybe think, pair, share, and try to walk around and hear everyone's response? What kind of data are you currently getting? How do we keep our students engaged? How do we keep their interest? How can we make learning and even testing fun for our learners? How can we effectively assess the understanding of our students? Today I'm going to show you a tool that will give you the gift of time. More one-on-one time with every student you teach. Less time spent grading hundreds of papers. At American Academy, we now have access to a tool called Smart Response. Smart Response is an add-on that comes with the latest version of Smart Notebook 2014. Because most of you are already using Notebook for your lessons, implementing this new tool will be simple. The first thing you need to do is download the software. Even if you have Notebook 2014, you may not have Smart Response. Open a web browser and go to smarttech.com. From there, you can download Smart Notebook 2014. After downloading, you'll click on the file to start installation. This is the key moment when you have to make sure to select Smart Response from the product selection window. Once the software has downloaded, the magic can begin. Open up Smart Notebook and you will notice you have some new tools in your toolbar. There is an additional side tab that looks like a white Smart Response clicker inside a gold square. An additional menu at the top in the Smart Notebook menu bar has been added as well. You will use these new tools to create lessons with Smart Response. When you're ready to create an assessment, the first thing you will do is add a Smart Response title page. Click on the Response menu at the top of the screen and you'll get a drop-down menu of all your Smart Response options. To start, we want to create a title page, so after you select the Response menu, you will then click on Insert Title Page. It's the second option from the top. Once you add a title page, you will need to add some questions to your assessment. To do that, you will go back up to the Response menu, and this time you will select the very first Response menu option, Insert Question. The question wizard will walk you through the steps to create your question. You can choose from 6 question types: yes, no, multiple choice, number, fraction, decimal, true, false, multiple answer, or text. Unless you're creating a one-question quiz, you'll want to go back up to the Response menu and insert another question until you've completed your assessment. Once you have your response assessment created, you will need to create your Smart Response gradebook, which is called Teacher Tools. This is where you will create your class list for each period you teach. This is also where your grades will be stored. When you created your assessment, you set the correct answers. This allows Response to grade the assessments for you and store the grades here in Teacher Tools. To access Teacher Tools, you'll go back up to the Smart Response menu in Smart Notebook software. From the Response menu, you can select Teacher Tools. It's about halfway down the list. When you open Teacher Tools for the first time, you will have to enter your name and some basic information to set up your teacher file. Then you'll be ready to start adding classes and students. To add a class, there is an Add a Class button in the Gradebook menu. Once you create your new class, you will then be prompted to add students to that class. You can either enter students in manually or import your class list from an Excel file if you have one. Once you have all your students added to the different classes you teach, you'll be ready to administer an assessment. Just open up your notebook file that contains your Smart Response questions. Make sure you're on the Smart Response title page. This is the start of your assessment. Again, select the Response menu from the top and choose Start Assessment. You will be prompted to choose which class you want to assess as the test begins. Your students will use their computers to log in and start the assessment. Once students are logged into the assessment, each question page will appear on their computer screen and they will answer these questions online. All of the student responses are being recorded and graded, and the data is being stored in your Teacher Tools gradebook. You also have the option of showing students their grades immediately after they take the assessment. So give this new tool a try this week. Smart Response will save you time on grading. It will enable you to see immediately which students understand the content and which students need reteaching. You can use response questions to create formative assessments to guide your lessons. You can also create summative assessments like unit tests. And the best part is that students love it. I challenge you to give Response a try this week. And if you need any assistance, I would love to come into your classroom and help you get started.